handsome daughter. Haven't been here in a while. I hope everybody had like a good quarantine, I guess. It's not fun. Yeah, I had a good time. I quit smoking weed for a little bit. I'm back, but yeah, I quit smoking weed because it was just like I like smoking weed and doing things, but without anything, I couldn't do anything. Right? That makes sense. All right, we're together. I like smoking weed and going skateboarding or like going driving. But I like hush hush on the last one. But I like doing stuff, but without anything to do, I would just sit in my apartment high as shit and be like, man, my blood's moving really fast. My appendix is like really in there today, you know? Like I'm just like feeling, and like I was scared I was gonna die. I got really scared of death, and not like in a what happens after kind of way. Like I didn't want to be like the first ghost in like a Supreme hat and skinny jeans. Cause like in all the ghost shows, they're all in like Lower Fort Garry clothing. And I was just like, I'm gonna be like the biggest fucking loser. Like no one's gonna be scared of me. Like I'm gonna die of like taking too fat of a bong rip or something, and I'm just gonna be like haunting an apartment in like South Park pajamas or something. And like a ghost is like somewhat like I guess not really predictable, but like a high ghost. Are you kidding me? I'm like breaking dishes, trying to microwave stuff. And it's like, who did that? And I'm like, ah! Like staring right at me. I'm like, me? They can't see me though. Yeah, I started smoking weed again. But like I kind of didn't like it because it like got me anxious. Like I like with feeling my body in ways I've never felt it. Like I could feel it in my face. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, when you smoke weed and like you get like hot in the face and like you get like it's like you're wearing a mask. Like it's happening to me right now. Like I'm like this is a real thing. But like and I felt like the weight in my face, and I felt like I was always leaning forward, and I was like scared. Like, what if I'm like smoking weed at a party and they're like, hey, have you seen Garrett? And you're like, you mean that guy outside? And I'm just sitting there like this, just like yeah, I'm having a great time. But I found like a weed that I liked, and like the dispensary treated me well. I don't know if you guys like dispensary weed. I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. But yeah, my friend was like, you got to try this weed, like, and I was like, no, it kind of just gets me anxious. He's like, it doesn't make you anxious, and I was like, yeah, for sure. And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, doesn't make you anxious? Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, okay. Fucking dying in the bathroom. And then, but it works, and we're good, and I'm here. So I think it's working just fine. But yeah, that's cool. I started work again recently. I work at a Catholic elementary school. Yeah, like me, right? Like this, like I work, like like the mustache, like all of it. Like they hired it, I'm a product, and they bought it. But yeah, it's like cool. I like it. Like they didn't like it's the same like school I used to work at when I was a kid, so it's kind of cool. Like nothing's changed since I went there, except now if I get like a random boner during the national anthem, I just go to fucking jail. So that's like before I could just like hide it and be like, I don't know, But yeah, now it's just like no, right to jail. Yeah, that's cool. But they didn't really know what to do with me when they first hired me. Like, and I didn't know either. And they're like, "What kind of kids do you like working with?" And I was like, "None, honestly. Like, you guys are hiring." So they put me in kindergarten just to start me off, and then I sat there and we spelled February for like an hour. And I was like, yes, this is awesome. I love this. I can do this hungover, no problem. And then after that, they're like, all right, we're just going to put you in grade 6 now, just kind of like balance you out, see where you're cool. Then they put me in grade 6, and some kid put up his hand, and he's like, is nowadays one word? I was like, fuck. Fastball. I like just learned there was a second, like an R in February. This is not. Like, I was like, I think there's like a couple like, and I think I said slash, even though I meant like a dash or a hyphen. I was like, I think it's like now slash days, and then I got scared and I left. But they hired me, so I mean, their fault, not mine. It's they still have my favorite toy there, which is pretty cool. Not that I play with it. I did. I still do. It's like those, those like cranes, like the little cranes, like the the levers and the pulleys and like basic whatever they're called, basic inventions. What doesn't matter. I'm fucking in grade 6, all right. I'm not, but anyways, they have like those cranes, and I loved it. But like when I was a kid, I didn't want to like it like too much because I didn't want to like be a construction worker when I grew up. I was like I set my goals pretty high. But like the more I think about it, like little construction worker's fucking cute as shit. Like he's like in his little wife beater at recess, and he's like putting in like 30 minutes on the thing, and then like after recess he gets in and they're like, oh, how was recess? And he's like, fucking stressful. I got like 3 contracts on the go. I had to lay a guy off yesterday. I got fucking Dylan breathing down my ass. I think that's what they say. He's like failing social studies. He's like cussing and stuff. And it's just like, what the fuck? He's working hard. He's a hard-working guy, and he drinks like he works. But, it's just like, yeah. And then like after school, he like gets in his little battery-powered Jeep. He's like driving. He puts in like a Popeye cigarette, cracks a Jones soda. He's like driving to his mom's car, and then they load it up. And then he gets in the van, and she's like, oh, how was school? And he's like, fucking, can I just sit for a goddamn second? I am getting fucked at school, And the mom's just like okay with it. She's like, he is getting fucked. I'm getting slammed with paperwork. But that's just the life, That's the life he chose, that's the life I didn't choose. And look at me, I'm here today, high as shit, on a stage telling jokes to strangers, so that's cool. I think I'm a pretty cool teacher though. I mean, come on, right? Like if you had me, nothing's getting done, right? But like, you guys know like cool teachers, right? Like, do you guys think cool teachers, like when they poop like this? Or do you think they like do the whole leg around and like hug the back of the toilet, Because they're cool, right? Let's talk about it. Let's have a little rap session. They like turn their hat backwards. It's just, I'm just wondering, like, I don't know what to do, Yeah. Thank you. I think it's safe to say Halloween's, around the corner. Yeah, it's not, but we still have like Thanksgiving to get through, and even that's like a month away. Like nothing. I don't know. All right, but I've just like been thinking about Halloween costumes, and like they're fucking expensive now, which is like kind of stupid. But like, I'm just like, what if I was just wet, like just soaked. Like I'm in regular clothes, but I'm just sopping wet. Like that's the whole costume. Like I'm just drenched in water. Like like. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like no, it's not scary. No one does scary anymore. Everybody goes for laughs. Like it's just funny, And I'm fucking just drenched. Like I'm like no one wants to be around me. Like I'm just soaking. Like and I'm in regular clothes. Like it's not like an outfit or like I'm just in, but I'm wet, Like just drenched. And like, but wet, Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and like, I understand, like, how are you gonna keep that up all night? I go to the bathroom and I just splash water on myself to like keep it fresh, And it's not like I'm being weird. Like I'm not a weird guy at the party. Like I'm with my friends, I'm like, I'm in the fucking pocket, Like I'm drinking, I'm getting turned or whatever, but I'm fucking soaked. And like it's like October 31st, like cusp of winter, and I'm just fucking soaked, Like just dripping, like my shoes. Like I'm like dumping my shoe, and like no, like it's fine. Like it has to be kind of like, like a wedding social thing, because they need like no one wants me on a carpet because I'm fucking wet, right? Okay. Anyways, thank you very much. I'm getting a applause.